Hey, it's Pete here, and today I wanted to answer the question of what is double dummy? And more importantly, how should you actually use it to your benefit? So first of all, double dummy is a bridge term where it just refers to if everyone could see all the cards and did things perfectly. Now, more to that, usually we use computer analysis to work out what is the precise things that could be done. Now, it's important to note that this shouldn't actually imply what should be done. It's just what could be done if everyone knows where all the cards are. So let's take a look at what this actually is. So if you're in BBO, there's a few ways that you can see double dummy. So I just wanted to highlight, you can come down to history, click this blue button and click show double dummy. Okay, I'll also just make it a bit bigger. You can click export and hand viewer link. And if you click this, this makes the hand a bit bigger and brings it up into this format here. So if you click the GIB button down here, what happens is it'll pop up and you'll see some green equals signs or some red numbers or some green numbers. And what it's trying to tell you is, are you making your contract exactly? Are you getting under tricks, the numbers in red, or are you making over tricks, the numbers in green? If everyone knew where all the cards are and everyone played perfectly. So what you can see from here is if I played the 10 of hearts, the 7 of hearts, or the ace of clubs next, I would go one down. But if I played any other card, I could potentially make. So at this stage here, I played a card, and then at this stage, if I guess this wrong, I'm now 2 down. So when I play this, I'm actually going 2 off, not making my contract. And it's useful to highlight whether or not you can make your contract or not. But where it's not great is its assumption is on everyone knowing where all the cards are. And there is plenty of times this just isn't very useful information. For instance, there might be a singleton king in a hand in a spot where you're just going to take a finesse and the finesse fails. That's what you should do. It'll work the vast majority of the time. Playing for a singleton king is ridiculous, but double dummy can do it. So you don't want to just look at these numbers and assume this is what should be done. This is here to highlight what can be done. And it's useful if you don't know what you should be doing, and you can use this as a gauge to see where or not you went wrong. Don't look at these and think this is exactly what should be doing. You want to look at it a bit closer and go, well, why can I make? And go through where you went wrong and then think, well, was that a sensible thing to do? Because were you taking a finesse? Did you have other information? Can the robot know that everything is breaking terribly before you practically can? So use this as a good guide for what can be done, but you want to examine it a bit closer, not just assume that's what it is. You might also see it in forms like this. So if you're playing face-to-face, you might get a hand record. And here you'll see numbers like this, where it's NSEW and it's got all the suits, and it'll have a number next to these. Down here, what this is actually showing you is what level of contract can be made by which players. So here, East and West can both make the identical things. That's not always the case, and I'll come back to that. But what they're showing is you can make 6 clubs east-west, 5 diamonds, 3 hearts, 4 spades, and 4 no trumps. So nothing can actually be made by the north-south pair. So sometimes you'll actually see a difference in these numbers between east and west. And these are actually really fascinating. What they actually highlight is that there's actually a difference based on the lead. And often if I see these, I try and look at these and go, well, what is the best lead to actually show that one side can make something and the other side can't? So if you ever do that, take a moment, look at the hand and try and work out what's the killing lead and then why. Double dummy problems where you can see all the cards are really fascinating things to do working with people. And there are actually problem websites where you can test yourself and build your skills. This is a great way to improve your analysis skills in Bridge, because often you can work out where the cards are, but doing double dummy problems will help you work out how to solve and know what to do when you can work out what all the cards are. So one good site I'd want to recommend is doubledummy.net, and they post different really difficult double dummy problems that you can go to, and there are lots. You can scroll down and find the main archive and look through lots of those. If you're interested in double dummy problems, I thoroughly recommend this site. Also, on BridgeVid, there's a free link, just 5-card ending problems. These are a bit simpler, or at least reduced down to just 5 cards. And here there'll be problems of like, how can you take 3 of the 5 tricks with South to lead with diamonds as trumps? And then you want to work out, what can both people do? There will be ways where East-West won't do it properly, but you want to assume in double dummy, everyone's doing the best they can. And if you want to do problems like these, I really recommend working with a friend, and one of you takes east-west and the other takes north-south, and you try and get your target or beat people and tests what can or can't be done. So hopefully this clears up what double dummy is. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you next time.